Which among us, and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Away, 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 away. She's been looking around, she's the talk of the town since she came here on All Hallows Eve. She'll corrupt all the women and ruin all the men before finally taking a lead. Oh, deny all you want, but I know what she's done, and I know that she's up to no good. When by calling us heathens, you're denying the demons that live in your own neighborhood. Away, just stay out of the woods, 'cause she's up to no good, unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power and it is witching hours, so you better off elsewhere tonight. Oh, grab your pitchforks and start your fire. Go grab your loved ones and run for your lives. There's a witch among us, and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Away, away, away. Just stay out of the woods, 'cause she's up to no good, unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power and it is witching hours, so you better off elsewhere tonight. Oh,
Really? This whole fucking thing. Nothing happened. Why would I be muted? I hate everything and everyone except you guys. Welcome to the Off the Grill podcast. Motherfucker. Didn't even see it. StreamYard's fucking up. I'm putting that one on them. That's not on me. I can't have it be. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. You faggots in the chat, you stabbed too. Not all of you. We'll get there. Dan says, shout out steak. Good to see old Danny in the chat. I'm going to call him Danny from now on. Big T, what's up? Old Gypsy Warrior in the house. Dean says, love the late night steak shows. Yeah, I feel like maybe this was a good time to do this. I don't know. It seemed to pay off viewer wise or watch wise or whatever the fuck. Actually, I think just like the live viewers were much higher at this time anyway. So you got to do what the audience wants, man. I mean, some ways. I feel like the audience wants more content. I'm too lazy for that. Jamie Hart in the chat. What's up, Jamie? Big T says, anyone know the name of the song? And yes, as Billy will tell you, shouts out Billy, that is called The With by a band that's near and dear to my heart, The Scarecrow Show. Oh, that's right. It's The Witch. Billy's just dumb. If you can't tell, Saucy's got a bit of a chest cold. So this won't be a super long one, I don't think. I don't imagine it being so anyway. But it's all moving on down. Everybody's saying hello to one another. Dan, I see your question. We'll get there. I've clicked the heart. Jamie helped out as well. It is called The Witch. Oh, everyone's saying hello. No audio, no audio. Dumbass, you're muted, Steak. He's wasting a promo. And then apparently you guys could hear me after a while. So Dan said it was the Russian bots that done it. Sexy man juice. Gypsy says the Halloween Ends final trailer looked pretty sweet. I don't remember. I know I watched it because I made it a point the day it came, like within the hour, I think, of it coming out. I'm going with one of the guys to see it in the theaters that I work with. One of the guys I work with. So I made it a point. Hey, come into the office, dude. Watch this. He seemed pretty enthused. I don't know. I'm not taking the bait. It looked fine. It didn't really hit me too differently than the trailers for the last two movies. So, yeah, because like I hyped myself up for Kills. It wasn't the trailers that did it. It was just the idea of it and just some of the things that I've heard. Yeah, so like I thought it was going to be different. That one is sort of my fault, but it is a piece of shit movie. I should have known that going in. But yeah, I guess it looked fine. Like those movies all look fine. Like, it's not going to be a shitty looking movie. It just might be a piece of shit. And Devon Graham in here says, can you make me a woman? I don't do a Robin Williams at all. But I'll hit this for you.
Honey, I'm so happy.
Damn it, that movie is so good. Gypsy says, I've got the cold myself, Sauce. I do not like it, specifically the sore throat part. Yeah, I don't really have that yet. I think I'm early enough on. I'm sure I'm going to cough enough to fucking get the sore throat. But everything's fine. The head's fine. The nose is, it's literally just the chest. Which I think is kind of going around. I don't know. I picked up some liquid Mucinex, which I didn't know they made. And it is some of the worst tasting shit I've ever, I don't know that I've had a worse tasting medicine. But hey, it's going to get all that shit out and get me back 100%. Then we'll deal with it. Y'all mean? Dan asks he says, it's not a Michael Douglas thing, is it, Steak? I don't believe so. I mean, As much as I'd like it to be, I can't see it being. Gypsy says he'd consider it an honor to get throat cancer from Catherine Zeta-Jones. Jamie, talking to people in the chat. I don't care. Do what you want. Billy says her pussy killed him. Is Michael Douglas dead? Wasn't it his father that like just died at some ridiculously old age? Michael Douglas, the gay actor Michael Douglas can't be. No, he's alive. Oh, and from New Brunswick. I didn't know that. Interesting. His father was great in that fucking episode of Tales from the Crypt. And Spartacus too. I'm gonna have to pull out my my Spartacus laser disc. Which is an inside joke that like literally 3 people in the world might get. And I'm not going to expand upon it. It's I like it that way, but any chance to drop that reference. Dan Shine says, I'm sad I can't see Hellraiser on the big screen. Me too. But I'm glad I do get to see it. Does that come out this week? The end of this week? I don't know. I don't know if it does. I don't remember these dates. Big T says Halloween is a lot of people's guilty pleasure, but because of the amount of hate that these last few movies have gotten, they don't want to openly admit that they're a lifelong fan anymore. I don't know that that's true. I'm not saying it's not. I don't have any idea one way or another. I don't know, man. Halloween certainly ain't the movie or the franchise to waste the label of guilty pleasure on. I mean, like the first 2 movies are pretty much perfect. The third is a real good movie. Like it's, I don't know. I think it holds up effects wise for the most part, as much as anything can. It's a good story. It's well acted. Even though like the salesman and his fucking family may be a little hammy, but I don't know. It seems semi-grounded in reality now. Like it's not. I don't know. I like it a lot. I guess I'm trying to fuck it. It's got a good story. Everything about it is a-okay by me. And most of the sequels aren't. Like there's so many fucking movies that are worse off, including something I just picked up, than most of the Halloween sequels. But I can see the last 2 movies, specifically the Halloween Kills. Jesus Christ, I've said so many times that I'm done talking about that piece of shit, and it just keeps creeping back into my life. But I could definitely see either one of those movies kind of going, shit. But from everyone that I've talked to, that's like, they've seen the fucking Halloween 2018 at least. Oh, that's a good movie. I thought that was pretty good. So I don't know if that movie can really be thrown in there with it anyway. But that's interesting. I'm kind of interested to see what you people in the chat have to say about that comment there, and whether or not it's making people that were lifelong fans not really want to talk about it. Devon Graham's got a little fire going, huh? Gypsy says, what do you think of David Gordon Green saying ends will have a Christine vibe? I couldn't begin to unpack what he means by that. So, I can't fucking really, I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't have an opinion because I can't like begin to comprehend what that could mean. So, we'll move on from there before I make myself look any dumber. This might go off the rails. I might have gotten like accidentally too high. Gypsy says, Big T, I understand the hate for kills, but 18 was pretty solid. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean, at least as far as both of those movies. It's far from great. Let's not pretend, but like it's sort of rewatchable anyway. Um like the gore's good. Now there's a lot of shit. I've talked at length about it. It's not the worst movie, but it's eh. Jamie says I saw you in my chat too, so he was just slow and didn't see you right away. I stopped by and show support. I'm not really worried about the shout out, but Gypsies, yeah. So Kirk Douglas died at 101, which I think is nuts. Billy thought he died, but he didn't die. Dan said I would gladly trade a throat hole for Catherine Zeta-Jones's box. Dan says it comes out the 7th. I'm guessing that's for the Hellraiser movie, which is Friday. All right, I could dig that. That could be nice. Something to watch. I'm sure it's been answered, but Jamie said it's not going to asked why it's not going to theaters or that it's, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, so it does suck because I think the movie's going to be good. I hope, based on the trailer and just the shit that I've heard, the little shit that I've heard, I have no sources. I think it's going to be really fucking good, and I wish it would be in the theater so people could see it on the big screen, fucking, the way shit should be seen, if at all possible. But I also like the fact that fucking, probably 3 a.m. Friday morning, I can pop it in and watch it, which sounds like a pretty great fucking idea, actually. Gypsy says, Jamie, that stream was on soon. Okay. It's all about trolls. Good. Trolls keep things interesting. They're not always bad. Some of them are bad. Like just the way some people can just fucking like take over a thing and just make it really awful and just awkward and
The faggot of the opera.
Gotcha. Oh, where are we going to see the rest of these fucking... Oh, Billy said maybe it was just his career after Black Rain that died. Gypsy says that Falling Down was awesome. Falling Down is, I feel like, fucking underrated. I don't think nearly enough people talk about it. Great movie, great performance. Hey, everyone, like fucking Douglas is great. The old fucking like Robert Duvall, he's good. Him, Colors is fucking great too. Speaking of Duvall, I watched that at work the other night. Rewatched, of course. Oh, you've seen every movie. Chips, that Big T's asking about movie poster recommendations. That's a Christian Hannah horror question if I've ever heard one. I don't know shit about it because I don't buy them. I bought one off of eBay and I still haven't put it in a frame. So, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about that kind of thing. Sorry. Gypsy says, I do have a pretty niche pet peeve with the recent Halloween movies and a lot of others recently. They're shot digitally. Film is dying off and it makes me sad. Yeah, I think that's why everything just like it's disposable now. It doesn't really look any different than what you see on TV. Like there's like everything's shot digitally now. So like there's not that, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's always like a tangible thing. It's a tangible, intangible, but I agree with that sentiment that shit's just not like there was something about shit shot on film that made you kind of want to go back and look at it again. The stuff digitally, I don't buy a whole lot of new movies now. I'll go see them or whatever, have a good time, maybe watch them again in theaters or whatever. But with almost nothing do I have the urge to own anything new. And even if I do, usually I'll watch it once and forget about it. Like I bought the Scream 5 when it came out on Blu-ray, and then I truly don't think it's seen the inside of my Blu-ray player. I liked the movie. I liked it a lot. I was real pleased with that one, but just whatever. Gypsy says it's been theorized Michael will have a fanboy ally in this movie. I feel like that could work. But it can't be, it's got to be like a reluctant ally, like if they just walking around hand in hand as if like allies need to hold hands, but I'm stupid. But like what I'm saying, obviously, like if dude gets close to Michael, and if that's even in the movie, but then Michael's got to kill him or at least try to, like. So that could be interesting. Do I think they'll pull it off? No, because everything they do is in half measures. Anything they're trying to say is half measures. Because that could be, in the fucking hands of the right people, a pretty powerful message about not fucking televising and promoting these fucking psychopaths that go on these killing sprees. Like not, the Joker killer. No, maybe don't fucking do that just to sell a fucking ad space or whatever the fuck. I'd say sell magazines or sell newspapers, but who the fuck's buying those nowadays? I don't know. But like, just based on what the shit that they tried to like, really say something about it in Halloween Kills, I think that they're fucking too pussified to fucking stand firmly one way or another, and they've got every right to fucking think, but I feel like fucking, they've just tried to kind of, well, what if this? But we don't want to make you mad, so make somebody mad, man. Fucking say something. Fucking tell them how you feel. But nah, can't do that. Got to make a buck. But here's the thing, though. You can say this shit, and before everybody knows about it, you got their money. You got most of their money. Like, I don't know. And fucking, who knows? Maybe you're going to pull in a segment that wouldn't have seen it otherwise. But, that also shouldn't be the forefront. Oh, let's see if we can turn some people. Dan says, what I've heard about Ends isn't good, but who knows? I'm more excited for other things dropping this month. Yeah, Hellraiser being the biggest one for me, probably the only thing that I'm really excited about, but I also can't really think of anything else either, so. The fuck, man? Billy says, I forgot you were coming on and dug into my Oxy stash. Oh! Devon Graham says, I can't make out your shirt steak. Is it a Tales from the Crypt ritual shirt? No. A little Demon Knight action. You can't see it because of the green screen. But that's what it is. I believe that's a Gutter Garbs original. Oh, yep, Dan get it right. It's Demon Knight. It is Christian Hanahara over there at Planet CHH. Popping in. Oh, boy. The faggot of the opera. Sorry. Billy says, you all know 2018 Suspiria is the best scary movie. I love the cinematography. The cinnamon sugartography. OJ the Stingray, sub nerds. Nerds! Oh, Big T. That's a interesting question. Questions. All right, well, let's dig into these questions quick. Oh, shit. Dan asks, what are your go-to Halloween candies? I try to be off candy as much as possible. Like, I don't know. None of it's as good as it used to be. I mean, so I guess, like, there's nothing Halloween specific. Like, the pumpkins are fine. I think the bats are better. I don't know if those are new or not, but, like, I've not been getting them. I got one bag of, like, the mini pumpkins, bats, and ghosts, I think. And, I like the pumpkins classic, people get fucking nuts about it, but I think the peanut butter chocolate ratio on the bat's better. And that was actually something backed up by sporked.com, at least on their Instagram page. I don't know. But I used to like a Whopper a lot. Those like the Milk Duds and Kit Kats and shit, I think. That was like all one variety bag. That was a nice bag. But all time Swedish Fish are nice. Not my favorite, but they're nice. But the most dangerous candy in the world to me is a Sour Patch Kid. I will eat those fucking things regardless of how much they make my teeth hurt, regardless of how fucking raw my tongue has got from the sour sugar shit. Like, I got when I lived in Jersey, I got a bag, like one of those big, like party fucking size bags, and like tore my tongue to shit on them. I'm still shocked it hurt as much as it did too. Gypsy says, I'm looking forward to the next batch of Unsolved Mysteries. I saw that on the Facebook today. I happened to see there were that they like updated their profile picture and shit. With like what is it, like volume 3 they call it or whatever coming. So I am excited. I don't know what they got going on. They have put the fucking podcast on hiatus until like the end of November, which I'm real annoyed with. Because like the third season of that just came back. Second or third. I don't remember now. So like they've done Agnes, I haven't seen you since First Communion. Fucks them up. What was I saying, man? I lost my train of thought. God damn. Oh, yeah. So I'm excited. I like that kind of shit. I like that it's back. I think they were smart to not give that show a fucking like a narrator host guy since Stack is dead. Stack, not Sack. Sack is alive and well. Banging moms outside of Dollar General. Dan says Al's currently having a good cry in his tub while shopping for pumpkin spice lube online. Big T says, you ever put Sour Patch Kids in the freezer or fridge? It's life-changing. I've never done that. I might have to now. You're going to be the reason there's no show next week, T. Billy says, I go to the discount store and buy old holiday candy. I hand out candy canes and sweethearts for Halloween. That is the fucking that could be like AYG question of the century. Do you give out old Halloween candy for Halloween? You're giving out fucking candy canes and sweethearts? What a diabolical monster. Fuck them kids. That's fantastic, man. I'm going to have to suggest that. Dan says Dollar Tree's rocking the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls. I used to like a couple of those. The vanilla ones are nice, and I like the orange ones. Those bad, like was it strawberry or some shit or cherry, whatever the fuck. It's rush. It's rough. It's a rush. I'm texting. Blow me. I don't give a fuck. I do what I want. It's my show. Good to see old Jonathan Bombastic, by the way. Dan says, "Oh, the grape ones are gross too." I hate fucking fake grape. Alrighty. Well, let's look back at the questions, see what we can find. Oh, Big T's question of the day. Why it's the question of the day? I say stupid shit all the time. Nobody calls me on it. Top 5 movies you're looking forward to for the remainder of the year. I don't watch anything as it comes out. I don't know if I can get a good list. I don't know. We'll look. We'll see if we can find something. It's out already, but I do need to see the invitation still. It looked good. Who the fuck was it the other day? I think it was someone I know in real life that said it was awful, the invitation. But I went to a birthday party over the weekend. I was there, I'm pretty sure. I still got to see Pearl, whatever the fuck. A lot of these things. Beast, I wanted to see, didn't get to see that. Nope, I'll probably won't check that one out. I don't know. Apparently, I'm just decided not to fucking do that. There we go. GamesRadar.com. Published 14 days ago. So October, Halloween ends. Ooh, Hocus Pocus 2. Oh, Black Adam, they're showing. I don't know. I don't really give a shit about superhero movies, but it might be good to see something The Rock's in for once. I'd love to be able to watch his movie, but I don't know. There's just nothing that he does that I'm ever really interested in. November looks like a dud for me. And this is based obviously solely on just, fucking titles. December, something called Violent Night that might be good. Based solely on the title. It's like Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. That might be worth fucking checking out. See what he does. Yeah, literally nothing, man. Like, so what did I name? Like 2 or 3 things? I don't know. I feel like this might be the end of the last year of like the COVID fucking shit up cycle, maybe. So like they're gonna start really trying again after that, after this year. But yeah, I don't really know for sure. Not a good year so far, I guess, or what's left of it. Yeah, but I saw shit this year anyway. Jamie says Pearl was pretty good. I liked X a bit better, but it was still a good time. Dan said Al was the only kid who volunteered to be the back end of the donkey costume. Big T said Beast was okay. Gypsy really enjoyed it. Billy says Al was an altar boy until last month. They're ripping Al apart in the comments. Billy says they got a woman priest, and he said, "Icky, ew, that's gross. Stop it." Dan asks, "What's on your Halloween season watch list?" I don't do that really. Like I guess like Hellraiser, Halloween Ends. But there's not really like I watch these fucking movies all year round. I feel like everyone does. Like I guess maybe in another year I would pick like Halloween 3. That would be one I'd go to. Obviously the first two. Um, but like I watched those like a couple weeks ago because I've been watching all those movies with my girl and her kid. We watched the Rob Zombie ones this weekend. I think I didn't ask where she stood on those two, but I'm pretty sure those might be her favorites. Which is interesting. She liked the first one a lot. That's like a direct quote, pretty much. Halloween 2, she didn't say a whole bunch about, but I don't know. Like she definitely wasn't like I don't know disinterested. So, and I've noticed a couple times with some of the other ones that was definitely the case. So this weekend we're gonna watch the last two shitty movies. Well, 2018 is fine, but so that's this week, and then next week we were supposed to watch it, but I think I got a wedding to go to, so I don't know if we're gonna get a chance to or not. We will though. We'll have to. Can't fucking not finish them. So that all that shit will take place, and then I don't know. I'll throw some shit on. I feel like for some reason or another, the first Addams Family is one that I kind of think of. I know I watched that one around Halloween in 2019 when I was homeless. It fit. Like I went. I had like 20 plates of shrimp at Red Lobster. Got an Uber back to my car. And drove to 7-Eleven, came back. That's a whole thing. I don't want to get into it, but and then or did I drive to? I don't remember. I was evading the law, so I didn't want to drive too much. Shit got a little bit sideways down in New Jersey towards the end. I tightened it up a little bit though. No, I didn't. I went off the rails fucking hard. Nothing changed, but that's when I started putting on all the weight. Jesus Christ, I'm so scatterbrained all the time. So yeah, I grabbed a bunch of like fucking snacks and a pizza. Like that's how I was like, yeah, I'll go Red Lobster, but then get a pizza. And I watched like Addams Family. I don't really like Addams Family Values is fine. But I didn't watch that one. The first one's fucking great though. Another great movie. Great show. Better than the Munsters. I'll argue that fucking until my dying breath. Or with my dying breath, I guess even. Speaking of, there's a Top Hat Productions kind of half-ass review-ish kind of thing that came out today about that new Munsters movie. And I didn't watch the trailer. I didn't watch anything about this. I didn't really follow anything. But he talks about a bunch of shit and compares it and why it doesn't work. Which I don't think anybody with a brain thought it would. But he basically kind of calls Rob Zombie out for not really, like maybe it's because he tried to just cast his friends, or I don't know, but the dude that they got to play Herman Munster is like he's a fucking nobody. He's not good. The character's wrong. Like I'm no fucking Munsters fan, but like it's all off. He sounds like shit. And of course his wife was fucking great in House of a Thousand Corpses and um The Devil's Rejects and what, Three from Hell. She's got that fucking character down. She was fine in the first Halloween. There wasn't really a point for her to be in the second one, but whatever. Past that, man, she kind of sucks, dude. You know. Um but she got the fucking character all wrong. Like he brings it up multiple times. He's definitely a guy that would know more than me, but like it's pretty obvious fucking Herman and Lily don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like they're wrong. They're all fucking wrong, man. But like he says it like clearly fucking what's his name? Daniel Roebuck. The old what was he like the fucking he was on Matlock. That's the only place I recognize that guy from. I did find out kind of looked that way, and then I confirmed that he is in Halloween 2. Is the strip club owner. That fucking the broad in that movie in that scene is fucking nice. I'm really attracted to her for some reason. I don't know who she is, but my creative juices were titillated. But like it's kind of obvious apparently that he was a fucking fan of the show, got the fucking character, made it all work, which kind of made it fucking even more prevalent that just didn't work. The other two didn't know what the fuck they were doing. That's what happens when you cast your friends, though. Billy says Herman and Lily both, I think, sucked. Yeah, so that's in line with what I've heard. Devon Graham says he should have just went full Rob Zombie with it. Could you fucking imagine the backlash if he did? I bet it would have been phenomenal. Throw out everything. Herman's just fucking the blonde. What the fuck's her name? I don't know this show well enough. He's just like, yeah, you fucking bear. Like go like Rob Zombie slash Oliver Stone, Natural Born Killers. Give it a real fucking awful Rodney Dangerfield vibe to it, It might be good. How do we get the rights to the Munsters, and how do we make that happen? O'Brien Trash, what's up, buddy? Howdy, Lord Steak. But yeah, he went on to say, though, Devon Graham did, that this movie is directed at like no specific audience, and yeah, kind of seems like it. I don't know. Dan says I was hoping I'd like this movie, but it really failed at almost all levels. Yeah, it's a bummer. Like what? Fucking Herman Munster's like a rock star at one point, I think, or some shit like that. Pretty awful. Oh, Cable Channel 11. What's up, Jess? Big T says the Monsters was Rob Zombie's 20-year passion project, and the entire time I was watching it, I questioned whether or not he was really a fan of the franchise. Yeah, that's what that video kind of. Was he really a fucking fan of the show? Like, woo, he picked out some fucking thing a couple things that were in like one episode each. Okay. Billy says, if I was as big of a fan as he claims, I would have shelved that movie. Jamie says, saucy sauce was bubbling. It definitely was. Aw, Cable Channel 11 says, I heart steak sauce. If you guys really love me as much as Jess does, or even a fraction of, you should hit that like comment or like button. Maybe leave a comment on the video after the fact. I love you in the chat. It's great. But I need to get to the algorithm, and I don't know how. Gypsy, I think a gangbang in the Munsters would be pretty nice. Jamie says, I opened my Halloween season with Trick or Treat. Yo, that might be the anthology one, not that fucking. That one. I don't know. Everyone else loves it apparently, but me. I watched about half that fucking thing. Didn't like it. No, thank you. Sorry, Joe Bob. Even you can't save this for me. That might be a good one to show the kid too. Dan asks Lily Munster or Morticia. Morticia. Gotta go Morticia, I think. Well, now Yvonne DiCarlo, I think, is better than the other one. What the fuck? Who is she? But like, there was never like Morticia's fucking from the 90 movie, 91, whatever it is. Angelica Houston in that movie was like untouchable. So fucking hot. Brad trashes. It doesn't look so good. I'll just stick with the original Monsters. Old Jake from Slaughterport says, I smell cuck in here. And Gypsy asked if he meant cock, and I think he did. He's always sniffing cock. That's what he does, man. That's his job. That's his livelihood. Gypsy or Bombastic says Elvira. I don't think you can throw her in there, but those those titties ain't gay. Yeah, they probably are. Pretty much all gay, apparently. Which is good. Good for her. I hope she's living her best life. See that? Jake says certified cock sniffer over here. Facts is facts, man. He sniffs cocks. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, what did I got? I had a whole fucking. I did almost 50 minutes without getting any of this done. So I don't know. I've got a thought here. I can listen to Louis C.K. talk nonstop, like for hours. And that comes after, like, I saw, like, on various places, Reddit, Twitter, that people were bitching about Louis C.K. being on Tim Dillon's show. No, he didn't get any of Tim's jokes. Like, and it's like, huh? Like, that fucking, like, it was subtly funny, which anyone that knows Louis C.K., like, in the last fucking 10 years, like, that's his interview. It's subtly funny. You know, he's not fucking, like, back in, like, when he was going on O&A, just, like, regularly, he just, you know, he's trying to fucking hit that audience. He's just saying the most shocking thing you could think of at the moment. But it's not everything, man. And it's like, you know, he played the fucking straight man for Tim, which is fantastic. That's what Tim likes. It's how he thrives. So these fucking losers bitching about that fucking show last week are nuts. Show was great. One of the best in a long time. Fuck anyone that says otherwise. They're stupid. They don't get the show. They don't get Louis C.K. How the fuck do you not get Louis C.K.? Josh says, I get it. I wouldn't want to fuck dudes either. We're gross. Devon Graham says, Louis C.K. the GOAT. I'm combing. Gypsy says, lesbian sex is scientifically the best sex. Yeah, no dicks. But Jamie says, I think I might be the only cocksucker in here. Well, you never know who's watching. Devon Graham says, no, Jamie, twisted Jake up in here right now. Gypsy says, isn't Louis C.K. an admitted cuckold? No. He's an admitted masturbator. Oh, Jess says he likes Lucky Louie. That was a fun show. Fucking kind of bare bones sitcom on HBO, like 06, I think, 05 or 06. Very funny. The most lines Jim Norton has gotten anything, I think. But yeah, I mean, you never know who's watching this shit, man. You know, like, hey, maybe someone that we know and talk to and love and all that. You know, that maybe they're a cocksucker. It's okay. You know, cocksucker.
The faggot of the opera.
So, you know. Dan says, I think his first show or first stand up show post scandal should have opened with the curtain coming up and him fapping in front of the audience. That's a little broad there, Daniel. Cut the crap. Read that. Big TS if I'm a fan of. No, Joey Diaz is a fucking fraud loser. He's got all his fucking stories are fake or heavily embellished. They're not funny. He's not funny. I fucking hate Joey Diaz. One of, if not for fucking Brendan Schaub, be the worst thing Joe Rogan has introduced to the fucking public at large. Should have been doing that all show, but you guys got to hear me cough a bunch. Aren't you happy? My voice is going, ain't it? I can kind of feel it. Look at all the love for Lucky Louie in here. That's fucking awesome, man. Jamie got banged tonight, apparently. Billy says, I don't suck cock. I'm trying to quit, so now I just hold it in my mouth. It's like Al said in one of my videos. He's not gay, he just likes what they taste like. Big T says, thank you, Steak. Couldn't agree more. He fucking sucks, man. I can't stand that guy. See, that's like my biggest problem with Joe Rogan. Like, I don't like the whole man, think about everything, man. It's all about view. Shut up. Some things are just dumb and you shouldn't give them any fucking any spotlight. But that's my biggest thing with Rogan is all the fucking unfunny douchebags he made famous. You know, like Ari Shafir, I think gained a bunch from fucking hanging around him, but he's like the only one of that semi group that would deserve it. Oh boy. Gypsy says a monkey could do Rogan's job. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I mean, like, he did something right, man. That fucking podcast got big, and it wasn't like, all right, yeah, he had the UFC gig, but how does that fucking translate to anything else? You know, he had a decent platform to kind of promote it, but if it sucked, people wouldn't listen to the fucking thing. You know, it's almost never anything I care about. You know, I've probably watched or listened to like 10 episodes, you know, and some of those were when it was just 3 hours of talking to fucking Jim Norton. You know, I watched I listened to some of the Greg Opie Hughes one. That one sucked. Jonathan says that Ari's terminally unfunny. Dude, that Kobe Bryant joke gets him enough fucking clout with me. And just all the backlash he got for it, man. He's okay by me. He's always funny on fucking Legion of Skanks. I don't give a shit about his stand-up. I've never seen it, and I never will. He's funny as a person to me. That's plenty. Most stand-up sucks. A lot of funny people are terrible at stand-up. Tim Dillon sucks at stand-up. But you know, hey, what are you gonna do? Oh. Gypsy says, any ass fans in the house tonight? I might as well. right now. I'm fucking having a stroke. I myself enjoy a not too big but not too tight one personally. Man. John says getting high and talking shit is his whole personality. I know that's right. Billy says already doing the Amazing Racist skits was funny. Oh, guys, Jake is 2 days clean from Twisted Teas. Praise be. What else we got on this whole list? I know I said I wasn't going long, but we might have to. This is another thought from this Sunday. Watching that fucking London game, the NFL first game of the week, or first game of Sunday, 9:30 a.m. I was at work, so whatever. But I really think they should get red zone for that morning game, though. Just have that fucking Hitler Youth all grown up. The fuck is his name? Scott Hansen. Just have him fucking, talk during the commercials. Give us the fucking rundown of the games coming up or something. I can't stand fucking waiting through commercials anymore. I broke my brain. Oh, I was gonna do a Halloween ranking. I might as well wait till after the new movie comes out. That hopefully is the last one, even though I know it won't be. So that'll be coming up after the fucking new movie comes out. Brian Trash's Packers won. Unfortunately, they did. But fortunately, they beat the fucking Patriots to do so, which means the Jets, for the first time, I think, since week 3 of 2012, we are ahead of them in the fucking rankings. That's depressingly sad. So, like a half-hearted thanks, Packers. Fuck Aaron Rodgers, though. The Jets won. They beat the Steelers. I really needed them to beat the fucking Steelers this year. They looked up and down. The defense played a pretty solid game, most of, if not all of it. Zach Wilson had a rough 3 quarters, 2.5 quarters. But that fucking 4th quarter, he lit that ball on fire. They won the fucking game, and it was beautiful. Bills got it done as well. Took him a little bit, last second field goal to win the game. There was a fucking play, though. I wish. Oh, boy. Fucking comments are killing me now. There was a play that fucking Josh Allen had where he should have been like sacked. It was 4th and 1. They do like a play action, and then he rolls out, and they got this fucking outside linebacker in his face. He's able to just get away from him. He just kind of like, nope, like shrugs him off more or less. And then right at the fucking at the line to gain, he's got a cornerback in his face. And he fucking pump fakes the cornerback. The corner jumps, and he's able to fucking get the first down. The dude is otherworldly. And I still don't think he gets talked about as much as fucking Mahomes does. Josh Allen is the quarterback that I go to if I need fucking, one drive, one game, whatever the fuck. Him. Not Mahomes, not Herbert, not Burrow, not Aaron Rodgers, not Tom Brady. Josh fucking Allen, man. So it's a very good football week for me. Won my fucking fantasy game again, which, hey, I'll take it. I got money on this fucking league this year, so. And I believe I'm going to have the most points for this week. It doesn't matter, but it's nice to see. I had Jared Goff sit on the bench with 40 points, though. Yeah, what are you going to do? And George Kittle is fucking, like, this close to just getting cut. They don't use the fucking dude. Maybe he's hurt and they're not telling anyone, but he had like fucking 2 catches tonight for like 10 yards or so. It was some like ridiculously small number. No touchdowns, hardly any fucking targets. It sucked. Sucked for him. Cup didn't score, but he still got me 20 points. I'm happy. Speaking of Tim Dillon show, Ben Avery is leaving as the producer for that show, which is both crazy and saddening. And hey, Ben, if shit gets bad, I'll need a producer. Jake says he had 2 receptions for 24 yards. Yeah, it was a pretty fucking awful stat line, man. But he's like 28. He gets hurt a lot at this point. It might be better just to cut my losses. Maybe see someone pick him up and have a good game or two. But I got to move on. I got to find something better. But Ben Avery, save this show, please. So then there's the adult Happy Meal I've seen a few people close to me get excited about it, and it's very embarrassing. Let's take a look at what it is, because maybe I'm overreacting. McDonald's Happy Meals for adults launch complete with toys. Those toys are fucking pretty lame. Get the fuck out of here with your dickhead ads. Limited edition combo meals launching today are part of the fast food giants collaboration with popular streetwear fashion label Cactus Plant Flea Market and will be available while supplies last. McDonald's says it's reimagining the feeling of pure joy when you ordered a Happy Meal as a kid. This is for these fucking children that wear a backpack everywhere they go as they're fucking aging from their 30s into their 40s. It's fucking sad. Put the fucking superhero toys down. Get a fucking job. Find something like, your fucking age to enjoy. How fucking embarrassing. One of 4 toys is included as a surprise with the meal. 3 iconic McDonald's characters, Grimace, the Hamburglar, and Birdie, along with a new Cactus Buddy figure. The pictures of the toys provided by McDonald's show the classic characters have had a bit of a facelift with 4 eyes like Cactus Buddy, the smiley-faced mascot of Cactus Plant Flea Market. How much the meals will cost will vary. This is the gayest shit I've ever heard of. Like, anyone that's excited about this really should be embarrassed. How fucking ridiculous. Holy shit. Like, it's happening more and more. So these fucking perpetual children, they never grow up. This country's fucked. Like, this is a very minor thing in the grand scheme of things, but it's like clear evidence that we're shot. One positive of that is that most of these fucking, not all of them, some of them just, they're just like, they're basically unicorns in that they act this way and get excited about these things, but then still are productive and do something. Most of these fucking people that are excited about this go to Disney World with no kids, or Disneyland with no kids. They don't fuck. They don't have any idea how to fuck. They have no interest in fucking. And then with a fucking large portion of those ones, you do run into that George Carlin thing. How do these people fuck? Looks like Slaughterport's going to have a big box of VHS on his channel soon. Oh, Jonathan. Says, I got one today. Came with the Hamburglar. And Big T says, I saw somebody unbox it. I had a lot of questions as I saw the video. You pay $13.99. Screw that. Christ. $13.99 for a toy in my childhood. Billy says toys for adults should buzz or at least have a certain cucumber shape. Amen to that one. Gypsy says, my favorite fast food order is a double cheeseburger with fries and a shake. It's a solid order. Jamie says just about 2 hours ago I called the McDonald's manager a bitch. LOL, I'm never going back. The manager of all the McDonald's? Jonathan says I get laid, paid, still play with toys. Yeah, you're one of the unicorns there, buddy. Big T says they should have done some sort of promotion with Funko. Those four-eyed little bastards are kind of ugly, but I want one. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really deal in the fucking like all that like the collectible toys and shit. I just whatever. That one doesn't bug me as much. Maybe the like Happy Meal collecting because that's like I feel like that collecting Happy Meal toys is a form of mental illness. Jamie says my burger was raw, my fries were old. I waited 10 minutes for my food and no one was in line. I called and she gave me shit. So I called her a bitch. Mm-hmm. Jeff says, remember when McDonald's dropped their Happy Meal tie-in for Batman Returns? That was a dick move. I don't know. I was like a year old. I don't remember that at all. I don't know anything about it. Oh, in Kentucky, they're only $9.99, but Kentucky's got like reasonably priced shit most of the time compared to New York for sure. But Big T says the only thing collectible wise that I really lost my mind over was the Funko Turbo Man. I hunted that thing day one. Now they're on every shelf. That's funny. All right, let's move on. There was some bullshit about the Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix. First, Netflix labeling it LGBTQ plus. I think I said that right for the first time in my life. Which I mean, he preyed on homosexuals and was gay himself. So I don't know how it's not, but like, and so then fucking Netflix went, okay, we're sorry, it's not gay. It's not gay, but it's gay. I got news for you. Not every gay person's the fucking, really repainting the inside of your design, not doing it themselves, fucking redesigning your interior or fucking making you look fabulous shopping for clothes. Like some gay people are evil, which is, I think, fucking one of the biggest issues I have. I don't know if it's a thing that a lot of people do. Like, I have no problem with there being, not that I give a shit about Star Wars, but black Star Wars boys or fucking Asian Star Wars girls or vice versa. But put some of them on the fucking bad side, right? I don't, that would make more sense to me. So, hey, some gays were fucking cannibal fucking serial killers. It's all right. Some gays are nice. Some gays have adopted children and they haven't fucking raped them or sold them. It's good. There's both sides. Most gays, I think, that have adopted didn't rape or sell the child. Um, Dan says, I mean, Dahmer did exist. Like, there isn't a positive way to portray a cannibal serial killer, right? So, like, the outrage on that, and it's too much. It's another fucking case of they overreacted, and then Netflix is, yeah, you're right. Like, why not put your foot down on that? Like, you put your foot down with fucking cuties and said, no, you need to watch the French kid fuck movie. Look at their little tiny assholes. Look at them. You better not think bad about them. Fucking weird, man. What a weird company. Brian trashes McDiarrhea. Gypsy says McDonald's got cucked to all the Karens saying it wasn't child friendly. It's Batman. Shut up. Big T says there's some new serial killer in California. I think the tally's up to 4 or 5. Billy says, yep, he tried to make sex slaves out of men. So sorry, Colin Cowboy. Sorry, Colin Cowboy. He belongs to you. Big T says, But it just boggles my mind that we live in an era where this generation gets a hair across its sensitive ass with every little thing instead of letting history be history. Yeah. Well, it's just like I've only seen the first episode still. I haven't had a chance to go back to it, but I know they're gonna fucking make it. I think someone confirmed it last week. They're gonna make that fucking black neighbor lady like a key part of the story somehow, when she just wasn't in actuality. You know. Jonathan said every one of his black neighbors tried to call the police, but nope. Brian says I haven't seen the series yet, but it doesn't look accurate. I read a lot of Dahmer at one time. I wrote a song about him. Aww. It's true love. That one's dumb. But this last one. Last thing on my agenda here is sad news. A melancholy happy trails to the Darrow Chemical Company, who have officially disbanded after more or less being, you know, out of commission since like 2016. Like they've played shows here and there since then, but for sure 2016 was like the end of it. Maybe even 2015. Basically, when fucking Joe and Loki, JV Bastard and Loki went from doing Darrow full time to fucking jumping on the road with Michael Graves. Let's see. And there's that. So, all right. I think this is the. No fucking. Where is it? Maybe it's not. Oh, yeah. This is fun to watch me figure out the internet live, right? But I think this is it. It's been real. A dream I never wanted or dreamt to just happen somehow. Thank you, but it's run its course. I always hope to tell the story the right way, but I'm not sure it's going to happen anymore. This band was designed to and required all of its parts and members to be what it was. Without them, it is no longer what it was, and therefore can no longer be. Joe always does talk in fucking circles, man. Like he's like an insomniac. He doesn't sleep. Drugs, no drugs, can't sleep. It's fucked up. It's crazy. It sounds like he's lying, but I've lived with him. I've seen it. It's what it is. I appreciate everyone that came out to see us play, supported us, gave us a stage or couch to play or crash on. We made it coast to coast 4 times and became an international touring DIY band with no manager, booking agent, representation. We played PNC Bank Arts Center, shout out New Jersey, and arena shows. I'll never understand how it happened, but it did. Many people's hard work made it possible, but it was my heart at the helm. I'm not capable of being who I need to be front of the band, to be the front of the band anymore. I've lost my faith and trust in the people it takes to make this work, myself included. A lot of people turned their backs on me when I needed them most, and it broke my heart in irreparable ways. Would never have been able to achieve any of this without the fans and people who believed in us from the start, and I am forever indebted to you all. But everything runs its course, I guess sometimes sooner than it should. I held out for as long as I could, probably too long. There are also people who have wronged us, broke my heart, and I will never forgive for doing as they have to something we worked so hard and sacrificed so much for. Some people just miss the forest for the trees, and greed gets the best of some people. Still, I hope the people who made this band what it was holds these times and memories as dear as I always will. Thank you. So that came out last week, like the day after the show. That sucks, man. That is one of my favorite bands. Yeah, I've seen them fucking 500 million times. I lived with the fucking lead singer for like what, 2 years, 2.5 years, almost 3. No, yeah, almost 3. Like fucking, I consider him a super close friend. I've seen other fucking members of the band come and go, some on good terms, some on not. A bunch of shit in between too. I always held out fucking hope that, hey, once this Graves shit always fucking, once all this Michael Graves shit goes away, they'll get back to it and everything will be good. And then I have to go on tour with him. And shit between him and Loki went sideways. It's probably been coming for a while, but to fucking see them not really iron it out. I think they're on okay terms at this point, but I don't really know. I don't really keep up with Loki anymore, so it's not my place to fucking come prying in about it either. But it's a bummer that shit's over. Like they were gonna try to fucking put a last show together, a couple shows, and shit can't happen. And I kind of hope that they go out the way they're, this way instead of trying to do one last half-assed kind of thing. So that sucks. Sucks a lot. Darrow Chemical Company. Iris loves you. And speaking of Iris, yeah, show's over, folks. It was good while it lasted, but we're done for the night. Thank you for being here, Mr. Bombastic, Gypsy Warrior, Big T, Dan Shine, Jamie Hart, Brian Trash, Billy Bean. I don't know, whoever else was in here. Jay the Stingray, Christian Hanahara, Jake from Slaughterport, Devon Graham, of course. I think that's it. Is that everybody? If it's no, Jess, Cable Channel 11. Holy shit, how could I miss Jess Graham? The most beautiful boy in Iowa. The most beautiful boy on the other side of the Mississippi, I think. I hope that's right. That might not be right. I might have just fucking outed myself as a moron. John says the Geico Gecko was my roommate for a semester in college. Night, good night. Oh, as we're leaving though, guys, don't leave. We are gonna go out with a fucking one of my favorite Darrow songs. It's called "The Dead Don't Care." It starts now. Psych. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week. Iris loves you.
Sometime they walk among us, break among us, just to make their mind. This epidemic's got me starving for your simple mind. They're running for their lives become our feeding time. I can't survive pain, stay inside my head. I can't survive watch people are they dead. It's killing me to watch torn piece of my friend's head. My friend's dead. We start a riot just to kill some time. They walk among us, the banks among us, just to make their minds. This epidemic's got me sorry for your simple mind. They're running for their lives and their lives become our feeding time.